Hey guys, this is One Authority, all the way from Down Under, and today I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to do better in your Season 4 placement matches. There has been some horror stories over the forums, and people just absolutely just going off at getting like Bronze 5 in their placement matches, and today I'm going to try to give you guys some ideas on how to do better in those games. Now this is going to not be, okay, let's build a certain build and it'll be super OP and win every game. It'll be rather about the champion you guys play. Now I'm going to go and give you guys an example of what's happened to me in a ranked game. It was a couple weeks ago, and what happened is I got first pick. Clearly the other team chose Jinx first, and since I went in cold ADC, I had to go and decide, did I want to play my favorite champion Vayne against this Jinx, who, according to basically everybody, would get destroyed early game, possibly mid game, and depending on how I go late game, even though she is my main champion and a champion I love playing so much. Or would I go towards a more meta champion, for example Lucian, who I did indeed choose in that game. Even though I wasn't so good on Lucian, I didn't have enough experience, I still thought he would be a good matchup, purely because he was meta. He was the champion everybody was playing, so I thought I would be alright. In the end, we kind of got destroyed that game. I didn't feed, but I just didn't do very well. The bot lane just kind of didn't work out how I wanted it. And from there, it came a very big issue of what I should play in my own heart to what, you know, everybody else says I should play. Now that's only one example, but it could be used on a variety of different occasions and a variety of different situations to go and emphasize that going and picking with the meta is not exactly in your best interest. If you play a champ that you main and are really good at, that conforms to the meta, fantastic, play that champion. But even if you don't, even if you main a character that a lot of people don't play anymore, for example, me with Vayne, a lot of people say, don't pick Vayne, she's bad now. But I still believe Vayne is a good pick. There's so many other champions I could use as an example as well. You've got like Darius in the top lane, who you rarely see anymore, and you've got Wukong in the jungle. We've seen him in the LCS. He plays very well. People just don't pick him because they don't seem as meta champions as people would expect them to be. And that's because people assume that if you don't play the meta champions, Dr. Mundo, Lucian, you know, all those type of people that are really regular on the LCS circuit, they assume that if you don't play these people, you're just going to get destroyed. If you play another champion, there is absolutely no hope. Rather, if you play a champion so much, you know the positive, the negatives, every single bit of that character, and such, you know from yourself if you'll be able to play that into the matchup. Just completely forgetting, just completely putting to the side what other people may say about it. You have to be confident in yourself, and if you're not confident into that matchup, then obviously you're going to have a worse time than if you were. TLDR, pick your comfort champions. Pick the people that you believe in are going to do really, really, really well in that game. Doesn't matter if you play Skarner. If you main Skarner and are really good at Skarner, and play Skarner. I doubted somebody that played Nunu mid lane. I thought, oh my god, we're going to feed so hard. The person mained Nunu mid lane, absolutely dominated an Orianna, and then we won the game because he snowballed so hard. So I'm like, okay, that was pretty cool. Just don't doubt people if you're in solo queue, and if you're in that own situation where you're being doubted, just play who you feel comfortable with. Overall, a simple concept, but has to be explained because it's just something that people don't do anymore. But other than that, it's One Authority, all the way from Down Under, out.